Boats of Shelmerston.
Ah, the harbour. I always loved watching the boats come in and out.
It's always nice to be down by
Never
the
did
water.
get around to expanding the fishing exhibit, did I?
No.
You remember coming down here with me?
I'd have liked it better if you'd have let me swim.
I love your confidence, Sparky. But you always thought yourself a bigger dog than you actually were.
Oh. Lots more boats than there used to be, though, aren't there?
Certainly are. Shelmerston got busy. Though this is busier than even I remember.
Well, the
Say,
volcano's
how long have we
active.
been doing this search?
Oh, I don't know, Morris. Once you're dead, time seems to be a bit less important.
Does it? Oh, I don't know. I suppose it seems a bit galling that time and everything else keeps moving even though I've stopped.
But that's
Makes a
how it
man
is.
Feel
The universe never stops moving.
unimportant.
Oh, you're not unimportant, Morris. You're saving the island.
Yes, you
And to
are,
do that,
Morris.
we better go find some people who remember Samphire.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Sam surely understands the feeling of watching everything change. Fish folk live for what, 200 years?
Wait a minute, fish
That's
folk.
no small amount of change.
Not volcano change, though, Morris. And that's what we need to avoid. Off we go!
All right. Samphire. One of the fish folk, Sam was one of the first of their kind to fully integrate with the ways of the land. Taking a position of responsibility as Shelmerston's harbor controller, Sam played an important part in helping the island to retain its own identity in the face of industrialization and tourism. They were an integral member of the Save the Marlow movement. Alright, I have my goggles on and I'm ready to play. My name is Sloth154 and welcome back to I Am Dead. Last episode we met Greg at the campsite. Bit of a dick, but okay, understandable. He's trying to wait. He doesn't want the job because he thinks this is all Martin's fault for digging up a body. Oh, that's a fish person. Gawk knows there's toast on the seaplane. He just knows it. Alright, so our objective in this game is to find someone to take over for the island spirit. This person. This is... pretty sure... okay. We're looking for someone to replace the island spirit. These two kids. Seriously, these two kids have just been getting up into shenanigans the whole time. I've seen them in a few of the episodes, but now I'm seeing them everywhere. Regular crazy person. I'm gonna read his description. No, actually, I'm gonna finish my intro. We're trying to find someone to replace the island spirit, and as such, we are going through the memories of the island inhabitants so that we can find the ghosts who meet the criteria to become the island spirit. Right. But most of them have said no for various reasons, although all of them should realize that if no one takes over, the island's doomed, so their loved ones are doomed. This. Okay. So, if you ended up liking this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. I'll have a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Huh. No one has a deep connection to the guy. So we have 5 memories to go through, and we have to find the Grankins. I'll show you the Grankins. 036. That's who it is. We'll leave as soon as I find the Grankins, but we're gonna get into this. We're gonna search for people. Seismologist. Oh, thank God someone is here to see what's been happening. They should be telling people to get the fuck off the island. So let's go through this memory first. Go up here. Get through his head. Winkle Bob. A fisherman since he left school. Like his dad before him, Bob has been fishing the waters around Shelmerston for over 40 years now. Winkle Bob.
When I was a kid, I hated the annual Morlow Cull. I was kept away and found excuses not to be there. Then, aged 10, my dad marched me down to the beach with other men and put a knife in my hand. It was the worst day of my life.
What the hell are they
I
doing?
saw Morlow slit from jaw to belly. More blood than you could imagine.
Oh, so this
I
is...
didn't sleep for months after.
Yeah, so in Bob's description, I'm pretty sure I kept it in. He was one of the people who were prominent in the Save the Marlow movement. And I can see why. That's a lot of dead things. They're not going to eat it all. Oh, God, that's a lot of waste.
You grow up, don't you? I never felt it right that we was killing Morlows, but what could I do about it?
Say
I
no.
was just a fisherman.
Don't do it.
One day I see Samphire, the new harbour officer,
Samphire.
handing out leaflets on the quayside. Stop that, Cole. I went along to that first meeting at the campsite. Greg Litherland was one of the other organisers.
Wait, Greg was there?
It was
Well, it makes
beautiful.
sense. Greg is
So
very
much hope
nature
around that
minded.
campfire. When I spoke about the pain of the Morlow, it really felt like the young uns were listening.
That's good. If you
Me,
get...
Sam and Greg held regular events to raise funds for badges and patches. I was proud to wear mine on me best Gansey.
Pretty sure that means sweater. And I don't know British slang. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, if you can convince the younger generation, which are more open-minded to stop to the suffering of others, it's easy. Get a bunch of kids, it stops
There was quite a
there.
rift between us and the old guard. They felt the ban was an attack on our ways. Sam and me took a load of the fishermen out for a beer, and Sam made them listen. They really respected Sam. We got most of them on our side that way.
Well, if he's like the fisherman from other things, he could probably just slap
By
them to
87,
dust.
we finally felt like we had enough support to push for change. So the week before the Morlow showed up, we organised a mass dying on the beach. There were loads of us lying down on that sand, islanders, fishermen, fish folk all together. And the press showed up, and the mainland
cool.
TV, and for the first time in 500 years, we stopped that cull.
Oh, that's good. That's amazing. Good job, guys.
I'm
Okay, we're
so
looking for the
glad we
badge.
Don't do that cull anymore. I was proud of Sam and that lot when they finally made the old uns see sense.
Yep.
And, well, I did my part. Held a lot of those early meetings at the museum we did.
Yeah, see, Martin, I said it last episode, I think Martin is meant to be the next island spirit. Custodian, that's the word. Lockers. Backpack. I found it. No, that's the museum thing. Oh, here it is. Save the Marlow. It's a cute badge.
Oh, I love Morlows.
Morlows.
Such gentle creatures.
Yeah, they seem like it. All right. Time to hunt a Grankin. Really? There we go.
I'm getting the scent of Grenkins again, Morris. I'll pop up to let you know when we're close to one.
All right, real quick, I'm gonna read these to the description because it's funny to me. Doug Bragfield and Angie Potts are seismological postgraduates seismological postgraduates from the University College London, who have been studying Shelmerston for several years. When their remote instruments detected unusual activity, they headed straight for the island to investigate in person. Doug and Angie are now torn between staying on Shelmerston to see how the geological situation develops over the next few days, or jumping on the ferry home immediately to get off the island as quick as possible. Listen, as a scientist, it is your duty. Oh, okay. Your duty to help to stop people from getting themselves killed. Tell them the truth. Everything should be fine. Here? No. Not here. Wait. I'm gonna find these. Is that a knife in someone's shoe? Alright, this is it. There we go. Found the Grankin. Oh, I had to jump you guys ahead for that one. Oh, only 9. Okay, we could do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're searching through memories, building a profile of the people who we're trying to find, and we're also hunting down the Grankins. Not for any nefarious reasons. That I know of. I want to find the Grankin before I talk to this guy. Well, before we dive into this memory, Vernon is a bit weird. There we go. Weird angles. And if the game didn't help me, I would never find it. Oh, look at that. Alright, let's go into this memory. And I'm sorry to say, Guck, there's no toast on this plane.
I swim with a pod south of the Fire Isles. I believe the dry siders call the larger one Shelmerston.
Yes.
It's where the ceremony happens for the dry cider who stopped the world from cracking. That's where I first heard talk of toast, and where I met the friend called Samphire.
Okay.
I did not believe it at first. A food which snaps so dry. Then one morning at sunup, I followed the ship and caught a blackened slice as it arced into the water. This was the start of my lifelong love of toast.
Just come on the dry land. You can have it all the time.
I saw Samphire on the dry side and came up out of the sea to ask them for toast. They asked me to put on some pants, but I refused to denigrate myself with dry side fabric. No matter, I had brought some shiny coins with me that I found on the seabed and secreted in my swimming folds.
I'm sorry, what?
Sam took me to their parents' toast shack, but they refused to serve me without clothes. They also told me that my shiny coins were unsuitable, too old. So Sam lent me some trousers, and I swept the toast shack in return for crispy slices. Sam taught me some of the ways of the dry siders. But to be honest, I'm only interested in the toast. I never wanted to eat anything else. Sam understood this.
Yes, that's fine. But have you tried toast with jam?
I spend my nights swimming through the black waters of the deepest ocean trenches. By day, I come up onto quayside and fill up on the finest crusted seedy bloomer, almost black, no butter.
So this guy likes dry toast. That's okay. Okay, I can understand that.
Oh, I could really go for a nice piece of toast right now. But, yeah, with butter.
I like mine with... Actually, I like to toast my bread, then make into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So there is toast on this plane. Somewhere. In the control panel. In his chair. Aha! There was toast here. I guess Guck knows toast. I didn't think you would put the toaster in your chair in your room.
It's a shame, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of toast on this side.
Yeah. I guess without, grain, you can't really make toast. That's a weird place to hide your toaster. Alright. So it's the boat itself. Nope. Ah. Bootleggers. No, these are rum runners, not bootleggers. What was I thinking? That's a lot. These smugglers are sneaking in a lot of things. There we go. Okay, the large keg. Alright, we're 1/3 of the way done with the Grankins. Alright, let's get into Lance Dunstan. He's pretty sure this ruse with the fish is going to work a treat. This is a lot. Whoever you're getting the booze from, if you don't make your sales, you're dead.
By the time Sam started as the harbour controller in '79, the fishing industry in Shelmerston was on its arse. No way to compete with those factory trawlers from the mainland, was there?
Yeah, no.
Couldn't moor those things anywhere near the island, even if we had them. Of course we were all smuggling, stands to reason, done it? There was no money. All those old fishing sheds on the quay, the ones the tourists like, were falling down. Old place looked, pardon me, like a tip.
Yeah,
There was a lot of trouble
that
at
happens.
first. Sam trying to stick by the rules and catch us out any way they could, and us trying any which way to give her the runabout. Wasn't easy, mind you. She was smart, that Sam. You never knew when they were going to pop her head out of the water beside your tub. And to be fair to Sam, some of them smuggling boys were bad uns. Worse stuff than booze on some of them boats, and that's the truth.
Yeah, that
Probably
happens.
not a bad thing Sam put a stop to it. But in time, Sam started to see how things were, how we do things, and we came to an understanding of sorts. If Sam turned a blind eye to a bit of the decent stuff, the harmless stuff, then we'd report the worst of it. I mean, we all want to keep the seas safe, stands to reason.
Yep.
Plus, Sam was partial to a bottle or two of the sheep shank on occasion. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's hard about taking out crime. If you get rid of all of it, a lot of things fall apart. Society is held up by the criminal underground.
Sam was sharp.
Especially a failing
Send over
town.
some of the, shall we say, dividends to fix up the quay. All them sheds and that. Make them into something we can be proud of. Turn things around for Shelmerston, that did.
Yep.
Now we get more of those tourists since the big ferry started. And they love a day out on a boat. Ken takes them all out, he does.
Good job.
At the same time, Sam organised a kind of work-sharing thing with the fish folk. Got some of them to swim along with the fishing boats. Help them locate the biggest shoals. Gave those big trawlers with all their fancy radar gear a run for their money. We'll never be big players in the fishing down here. But thanks to Sam, we hold our own. Bless him.
Good job, Sam. Yeah, see, Sam did it right. She found a
I
solution.
reckon I still have a bottle or two of sheep shank stashed away at the museum. Don't suppose anyone will ever drink them now.
You never know. Some kid might find them. Kids get into everything. Yeah, the Grankins avoid these two like fucking like the plague. Oh. I'll do this one next. First, I want to find this Grankin. There we go. Oh, I forgot to find the booze. I'll go back in squiggly line. Yeah, let's go back and find that first. Yeah, this one. 80 proof sheep shank.
Ah, a different kind of spirit to the ones we've been looking for.
Yep. How... Martin, did you get your dog drunk? Alright, let's find some Grankins. Alright. Kid stuff. I'll see you guys once I find this Grankin, or at least the object it's in. All right, here we go. There we go. Found it. Cool. And a water pistol. All right, next Grankin. Well. Okay, here we go. There we go. Again, weird angles. Three more Grankin to go. We're 2/3 of the way there. I'm also glad that they're working on those. Found that one quickly. Didn't have to cut you guys at all. Two more to go. I'll check the cargo hold, then we'll go into the memories of the captain. Never mind, can't check there. All right, I think we found all of them. All right, so this is Blythe Duncan, the captain of the Queen of the Isles. Blythe has been making the trip back and forth to Shelmerston for a number of years now. When Sam was alive, he was their partner and misses them dearly. All right, captain's going last. I thought that was just another person. I didn't read his description. Okay. God, I could go for a candy bar right now. Okay, this is it. Huh. That was... Okay. It was in the kettle. Alright, just one more to find. I have no idea where it will be. Oh, okay. This is where I haven't found one yet. Oh. Oh, God. All right, we found all the Grankins. Yeah, I hadn't been in the compass, the bar. Yeah, the captain will be last. We're going to do this person next. Coral. As a diver who can work without cumbersome equipment, Coral is an invaluable member of the Sea Def concreter crew. After morning on the seabed, ensuring that the concrete armor units have been properly seated, they are now enjoying a well-earned lunch.
It was the 6th summer after I spawned that I went to my first Aggie's Day ceremony. You know, Aggie, the dry-sider who saved the world from cracking in two.
Yes.
We don't go on land until we're 6 years old. It's all swimming, wafting
They're
around.
6.
Standing up is hard at first, the weight distribution. Anyway, I went up dry side for the ceremony, and that was where I first met Sam.
I'm glad that they know.
It was so loud.
Aggie's
hot up
remembered.
there. All that shell blowing. I was bored, and my body felt dry and heavy. I was too young, really. There were souvenir stalls selling bracelets with little stones of polished lava. I wanted one so bad, I would not shut up about it.
Well, kids are like that.
Sam saw I was fed up. They took me up the beach, away to the dunes, and Sam gave me a little polished stone of my own to play with. Had a heart of gold, they did.
Yeah,
It
Sam
wasn't
seems like a
until
really
years
nice person.
later that I found out it was a tiny replica of the one Aggie died on. We became good friends. Sam helped a lot. They were always on my side. My
Much as they can be.
we were quite traditional, didn't like us working with the dry-siders, but Sam talked me into going for the job as a diver on the new harbor. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd have tried.
Sam's a really
That
good person.
stone was my lucky charm. I took it with me when I went for the interview, and I took it down with me when I went on my first dive. I had a pocket made specially in my tool belt.
Oh, that's nice.
Sam took me under their fin, invited me out to the Camel, and let me stay with them and Blythe on the ferry if it was a late one. And there were plenty of late ones. Karaoke nights are still my favorites. Every time I feel that lucky stone in my pocket, I think of Sam.
I don't think I've ever had a lucky item like that. I could never keep track of items like that.
I remember all the fish folk coming up on the beach for Aggie's Day when I was a lad. Seems less of a big deal these days. I guess they still celebrate it, but, well, it's a lot more sedate. Back then, oh, it was a huge event.
Wait a minute, so the humans knew about Aggie Day, but they didn't ask about it. I'm just glad the fish people remembered. But that is because they live a very long time. Alright, let's talk to Blythe. Let's go into Blythe's mind and see what he has to think about his former partner. Well, I'm gonna look at this first. Photo of Sam and Blythe.
I first met Sam when I sailed the new ferry, the Queen of the Isles, into harbor. Of course, I'd heard of the fish folk, but I'd never met one.
I
Sam
still have not.
Was an amazing pilot. Knew the waters better than any boatman. It was strange steering a course for someone actually in the water, but we never went wrong with Sam to guide us in.
That's good.
Next time I was in Shelmerston, we went for a drink at the Camel. I'm more into bats than beer, but Sam was intriguing, and the atmosphere in there was great. Like a warm nest. Great band, too. Awesome sousaphone player.
Oh, yeah,
I think
we know him.
got on because we were both a little bit on the outside of things.
There are two of the former ghosts. I forgot their names. I think it's Valerie and his name starts with an O, but there's two of them there. So this is a small town, so all the memories kind of blend together.
Sam invited me over for toast and hot chocolate. Honestly, hot chocolate doesn't do it for me. But the toast,
Heathen!
that multi-seed bread. Sam made the best toast. I told Sam that next to a good cuttlefish bone, that it was my favorite snack.
I don't care who you are. If you hate hot chocolate, you're not human.
I stayed over. In the morning, we went for a walk along the beach. And just as the sun was rising, I took them flying on my back. We went up and looked down over the island.
So the bird people can fly?
Sam wasn't scared.
All right, so I'm going to read that last part because my alarm went off. Sam wasn't scared at all. They said it was like swimming through the air. But I guess it does make sense that the bird people can fly. Also, if you don't like hot chocolate, I'll say it again, you aren't human. At me on the comments. Not that anyone's going to get there.
On the next trip to Shelmerston, we just sighted land when Sam's head popped out of the water right beside my berth and passed me a fresh cuttlefish bone, carved especially for me. When we moved in together,
This is really sweet.
It was the best day of my whole life. I put that cuttlefish bone on my bedside table within beak reach. I still look at it every day, every single day.
I'm sorry for your loss, man.
I just remembered that time Blythe and I did a duet at the karaoke. I can't believe I agreed to it. Must have had a few too many. I never knew how Sam and Blythe met.
It's nice to know, isn't it, Morris? We got to find... Alright, before I find the bone, I'm gonna find the thing over here, the shiny rock. Should be on his tool belt. Lockers. Here we go. Here's the stone. Finally. They have a nice jacket, though.
Oh, magic stones? I knew humans were superstitious, but I thought the fish folk would be a bit more savvy.
You're a talking dog spirit helping the island. Okay, now we can find the final thing, which is probably in the captain's quarters. Nope, not what I wanted to do. I wanted the lockers. Oh, here it is. The cuttlefish bone. Well, cuttlefish carving.
Oh, I used to love finding these on the beach.
Really? Well, I guess I don't like the ocean too much.
Oof, Sam. This is an easy scent profile.
All right. All right, Sparky. Find her, girl. Oh, there's the ghost. I got some of them. There we go, I got all of them. That was easy. Hey Sam, you're upside down. That's better. Where'd she get the toast?
Ahoy there, Samphire.
Morris and Sparky! Lovely to see you both.
Lovely to see you
what
too.
What can I do for you two?
Well, we wanted to ask you something. It's about Aggie.
She doesn't have long left now, does she?
No.
Poor thing.
No, not long at all. We were hoping you might replace her as custodian.
Oh, Morris. I spent years of my life as harbour master trying to keep people from meddling with nature. I don't feel any differently now. I'm appreciative of all Aggie has sacrificed for us, but the island spirit isn't evil. It just needs to erupt from time to time. And if it needs to now, let it, I say. Let nature do what it must.
As a sapient
As the fish
being,
folk say,
we cannot do
the
that.
tides will tell.
Yeah, Sam, I hear that. I really do.
No. No, Morris. We can't just give up.
Now, we'll talk about this in a bit, Sparky. Sam, it's always good to see you. Will you be around later?
I think I will. A volcanic eruption is a rare and beautiful thing.
If you
I'd like
survive,
to see it.
again, they're all saying these things, but if the volcano erupts, everyone's dead. The fish people in the area, dead. It poisons the water too for a while. Oh, that's red.
Okay, we just need to talk to Aggie. She'll know what to do.
No, Sparky. I've been thinking about it, and I think Samphire's right. I think it's maybe time to let the town go.
No, Morris. It's not.
No, it's all right, Sparky girl. It's over.
And they
This
can always
isn't my
rebuild.
town anymore. The only ones around here who remember me are ghosts.
That's not true.
No, it is. But that's all right. Truly it is. Everything for a season and all that. And I miss the people I knew. The people who've moved on. I want to see them again. I think I will take Pete No-Chop on his offer and head into the west with him. Shelmerston doesn't need Morris Lupton any longer.
Morris Lupton, you will not give up. You have been granted a precious responsibility and you will honor it.
Sparky?
I'm sorry about that. Remember when I told you I was mostly Sparky? I am, but mostly.
Then what else are you?
I am the rock that you stand on. The wood you people built this town from. The magma bubbling beneath your feet.
Okay.
I am Shelmerston. And right now, I want to erupt. But I have also made connections to the things that live
You know what? You're
here.
open with that, damn it.
Connections I want to keep alive. I need you, Morris.
Alright, so this took a turn I did not see.
Well,
And I'm still your Sparky. And I need you, Morris. We all do.
Oh, Sparky.
I know you feel forgotten. I know you want to move on. I do too, but I can't until I wrap up this last bit of unfinished business. Will you try one last avenue with me? If we still can't find a solution, then I'll be done. It'll all be done. And we can go into the West together. Please.
All right, Sparky.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
last try.
Again, you start
But who
with
else
that.
is there to talk to?
Aggie.
Aggie? But where is she? Oh, she's everywhere, isn't she?
She is. But I can sniff her out. I just need some mementos.
But where would we find mementos from back then?
The museum.
Oh, of course.
Back to your museum, Morris.
All right. But again, if the island wanted help, you should have opened with that. Or at least said it earlier than when it's the last minute.
Ah, well, it's reopened.
Yeah, we read that in the previous
Well,
episode.
I suppose that's good. You need to keep up the footfall. Everything has to move on.
Well, yes, but, you know, it is still your museum, Morris. It wouldn't be here without you.
Ah,
No,
it was
it
never
wouldn't.
my museum, Sparky. It was Shelmerston's. It's changing, but, you know, I think it should. So, what happens now? How do we find 4,000-year-old memories?
And items.
Come with me, Morris. There's one more thing I ought to show you.
Oh, okay, Sparky.
Let's pause it so that nothing else happens. All right, we are in the last place, the museum. We are going to try to talk to Aggie. Well, what's left of Aggie. And we are going to try to find a way to stop Shelmerston, which is part of Sparky, which it should have told us sooner. From erupting, because it likes the fact that people live here. Having sapient creatures apparently is nice for islands. So, I'm gonna get out of here. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. I'll have a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the game, and do you think that the island should have told us sooner? That is key information that should have been told to us as soon as possible, that the island itself wanted to stop it from erupting. If we had that information, I think Sam would have agreed. If it's the island itself that doesn't want to erupt because it likes the fact that people live here, Sam has nothing. Greg has nothing. Ogden would probably still stay because he wants to be with his wife. Valerie, she just doesn't want the responsibility, and Pete wants to go to the west. But these two, the nature enthusiast, would probably have said yes if we knew the island itself didn't want to erupt. Also, fuck Greg, because if the island erupts, all the life and ecosystems that depend on the island die too. It'll take generations for it to recover, but yeah, they'll die too. Sam just wants to see the volcano erupt. We all know that. That's the real reason. But I gotta get out here before I keep rambling. So, if you made this far in the video, Prime thanks you, and yeah, we'll see you next time.